Hey all, welcome to Capello Art School. In today's class, you'll be learning still life painting and using watercolor. Okay, so do you all know what still life is, or is anyone here who still doesn't know what still life is? Anybody? For those who have just entered in today's class, will be painting a still life. Okay, let me tell you, still life painting is nothing but we are painting anything which is dead, okay, which has no life. For example, any objects. It can be your cup or glass or container or anything which has no life. Okay, it can be your paint box, pencil, bag, whatever. Okay, non-living things. So, shall we start? Are you all ready? Just get your watercolor sheet. I mean, 200 GSM above sheets, because we're using watercolor, and the topic of painting will be coconut. Okay, we'll be painting coconut along with that ginger, garlic, and a small salt container. Okay, are you all excited for today's class? Yes, no? Okay, are you all ready with your materials? First of all, we'll sketch. I'll be starting with semicircle. Okay, we are sketching only the broken part of coconut, not the whole part, just a broken piece of coconut, and salt container will come here, and I'll draw a semicircle. Let me start from here. First, U. Draw an U shape. I'm starting with the shape semicircle. Let me darken it later. Okay, first go with the U and then join these two lines. And make sure it is slightly bent towards right side. Okay. And now I'll darken this for you. U shape, a wide U shape. Okay, this is U. And you can just join these two edges of semicircle U, okay, to make a semicircle. Semicircle means half circle. Next, you don't have to use masking tape. Just start with the sketching. Now moving on to the hollow part of the coconut. This is the outer shell. Now draw one more circle, that is half above and half below this line. Okay, listen carefully or observe carefully. I'll draw one more oval. And this is the hollow part which you can see inside the coconut. And make sure it is proper oval, not too thin oval, should be bulged, somewhat circle in shape. Let me draw first, then darken it. Okay, this is how it should look. So it looks more like a saucer. Okay, so once you are done with semicircle, draw an oval which is half above the line and half below the line. Are you all able to see? So now you can erase this line. So observe carefully. This portion has to be small and the hollow has to be big. This will be your outer shell of the coconut, and the inner hollow part will have to draw a double line. So again, I'll start with one more circle inside this circle. So this is the thickness that is given to the coconut. And the sketching has to be very, very light. Okay, done. And look at here carefully. The center portion of the oval has to be bulged. Listen carefully and observe carefully. This center portion of oval has to be bulged. And it need not have to be a straight or a proper curve line. It can be some straight lines as well, not only the curve lines, because outer shell might have observed it is not a pure curve and shape, it has some sharp edges. Okay, that's all with the coconut. And next for the salt container, I'll draw, it's called salt shaker. So I'll draw a small container, a box which contains salt, or else you can also draw glass. Anything is fine. You can draw glass instead of this. No problem. A small salt container. And I'll draw a few gingers, also few garlics. So instead of ginger, I'll just draw garlics, 2, 3 pieces of garlics. Draw C shape, again C. Okay, I'll just zoom this. So once you're done with the salt container, draw this garlic on the side. So look at here how to draw a garlic. First C and then draw a small line, one more C shape and one more C shape. Then join it properly. This will be the edge and this will be other edge. One more garlic. Same method, C, and here there has to be a little gap, more gap, and then join. Same goes with the next layer. And the next, for the ginger, you can draw a random shape. Ginger will be underground stem, so you can draw any shape that you want for the ginger. I'll give you time, don't worry. So that's all the sketching part. Okay. Your coconut, salt container, ginger, and a garlic. If you have any doubts, text me, ask in the chat box. I have not got any single message. Continue working. I'll give you 2 more minutes. If you're done with the sketching, get a glass of water and watercolors, palettes, cloth, brushes. So, can anyone text me? I don't know whether I'm not getting any texts or you're not texting in the group, in the chat box. Yeah, that's all the sketching part. You can copy it down. Shrestha, I think you have joined a little bit late. That's why you're not able to catch up. So if you have any doubt in any part, just ask me. You guys have any doubt? Do I have to repeat anything? I have only got a text from Shrestha. Okay, Ditya, what help do you need, Ditya? Just text it in the group, in the chat box. Can help you. So if anyone has any doubts, there'll be option send to everyone, to me, or any of your friends. Just select my name when you're texting. No, no, I'm not able to see everyone's chat. Yes, Ditya, what help? Shall I repeat anything? Okay, garlic. Vidya has doubt on garlic. See, it's simple. I'll show it here in the bigger scale. Please draw it in the smaller scale. First of all, draw a C shape. Not a C, it's a curve shape. You can say inverted C. Okay, so next. So from this edge, little bit extend this line, then draw one more curve. Parallel to that, draw one more curve, but it has to be bulged on this side. And then join it here. Okay? And this is 2D image. 3D, how to get it into 3D? Draw one more small line, leave some space, then now give it one more layer. Okay? That's all. Now this will be the one edge and this is another edge. To show one more garlic, so if you draw a dot here, extend this C and draw one more line and join it here, and one more and join it here. So these are all the garlics. Keep drawing. And to draw ginger, you can just draw a stem kind of sketch, and the salt container as well. Draw three lines which is slanting and the center one has to be straight. Then join this three lines at the base and extend this same like you have done this earlier, like was kind of neck and then cap on it. Simple, right? So draw two slanting lines and one straight line and join at the base, and then same like a was, give it a neck and a cap. Shall we start with the painting? Just tell me yes or no whether we to start or not. So to draw ginger, as I have told, you don't have to copy the same thing. See, so here, just draw random shape. However, ginger will be in a different shape. Just draw curve and a straight lines and two pieces, small pieces of ginger. You can show it here. And this here you can show the textures of the ginger that we will highlight using painting. For now, you just have to show this much. That's all. Okay. And erase all the dark lines when you start painting before starting painting. Okay. So we'll start painting now. Painting is zoom, so my sheet is zoomed. So first of all, we'll start with the light colors. Okay, we'll start with the blue color. No, we'll start with the coconut first. Later we can touch the background. So blue color will be for the background, which will gonna be do at the end. So first we'll go with the coconut. The outer shell will be ochre yellow and brown and black in color. So first is a light color. So we'll be going with the yellow ochre for the first layer. Just take yellow ochre from your palette and apply it for the first layer. The outer shell of the coconut. And same thing, same color for the ginger as well, yellow ochre. And the inner part, you can give it a shade, yellow ochre, shade of yellow ochre. This is the first layer. And secondly, for the inner part of the coconut, we'll go with the lighter shade, that is gray color. You have to mix white, a little bit of blue and black. And the color has to be very light. So I'll apply here. And be careful when you apply this gray shade because few spaces has to be white in color and here few spaces will be pure white in color. So it will be mixture of gray and white. This is the outer part of the coconut. Few part will be light in color and few part in dark color. Okay. Hope you got to know. Just check with my painting before starting. I have left few white spaces as well as made a lighter shade of gray, darker shade of gray. To be more clear, use point brush for the next step. And detailing will take more time. That's why be quick. You can give this brown shade to the coconut outer shell. Once you're done with yellow ochre, you can give a darker shade of brown color. And give a little bit shade of brown inside this coconut. And also shade of black and blue. Here, this is the shade of black and blue. And this part will be darker shade. I'll quickly draw this inner part of the coconut, paint this inner part. Okay, first, look at the screen carefully. I have given little bit shade of brown inside the coconut. Next, I'm gonna start with another color, that is, so coming on to the inner part here. Dark blue, Prussian blue and black, both the colors I'll mix together. Then start with one corner, spread it across the inner part. If it is not still darker in shade, just keep repeating the colors. Black and blue, I'll mix these two colors and then draw proper boundary for the inner part of the coconut. And this continues, and as it moves towards the other side, it becomes darker on the outer part of the coconut. Observe carefully and then draw. All these edges will be in a darker shade. Also, while painting, make sure you add little bit of blue as well. Not only working with black and white. To get gray color, you should be mixing blue as well. These are all the outer part, the white layer of the coconut, okay? So once you are done with giving a lightness and darkness here, we'll move on to the background. Okay, this is not complete yet. We'll come to this part later once we are done with background. So for the background, you can mix two colors. Let me take blue, purple, and yellow colors. Listen carefully while painting this background. You need to be very quick. So I can't wait for you to finish. Okay. So I'll take yellow ochre. blue and purple color. So you don't have to mix colors. So after painting blue color, there only you can take red color and then just wipe it off using water. Okay, you'll automatically get purple color. And just start with one color. Now you can take a little bit larger size brush. Have taken 10 size brush. First, I'll apply yellow ochre on the top. Always start from the top. I'm going to wet my sheet. This is wet on wet technique I'm applying here. I'm starting with the light color. Wet my paper. I'll first wet only half of the sheet. You can paint along with me. You're starting, wet the sheet, half of the sheet with water. Okay, once you're done wetting your sheet, now you can apply yellow ochre from the top. Just spread it across the background. Randomly, you can spread it over the background. However, water will be there, so it will automatically spread all across the sheet. Okay, if you're done with one color, that is yellow ochre, just start with one more color that I have told is blue. So I have taken blue. First, once you are done with yellow ochre, again you can take one more brush and wet your paper, half of the sheet. The remaining half of the sheet you can wet. Then use yellow ochre on the top and blue in the bottom. Half yellow ochre and the other half will be blue and purple. I have taken blue color, applying it across the coconut. And then again, you have blue. I'll mix a little bit red to it. It will turn out to be purple. Now again, spread across the whole sheet. This is just a light layer of purple for the background. Here I have mixing of purple. I've taken blue, look at the screen, blue and red, mix it properly. Then apply it on the bottommost part. This is just a background color. You can still use brown as a table or a cloth color at the very end. So now you can just see the mixture of all the colors. Okay, this is not yet done. Don't worry if your shade looks very messy. It is supposed to be messy. You can use cobalt blue. Now you can slowly start darkening the background. Start from the coconut. Mix this purple, that is red and blue. Just darken the background. You'll still have that wetness of water. It will spread by itself. I'm just giving a touch of darkness at the base. You're working on the background, and now you can cover this bottle again with the same light blue. Just enjoy the process, okay? It's not difficult. Take it easy, and yes, you can do. If you find difficult to paint all these bottles, you can just skip that part, okay? Nobody is gonna ask you why you have skipped. Can just skip and just draw a beautiful coconut. You can now darken this part. Start darkening. So this is the third layer, which will be very much dark than the before layer. So make sure it is darker than the previous layer. Now let me concentrate on the coconut. Again, starting with the coconut part. You all need to have now point brush. Please use point brush for the next step. That is, we are outlining the coconut with the dark shade. Which is the dark shade of all? Black, and we are using that black color. Okay, I'll start with the outlining of coconut. But before starting, make sure all these outlines are dry. If it is not dry, don't start outlining the coconut. Just wait for the coconut or the background to dry and then start with the black color. Here you go with the black, and please use point brush. I'm using black color. This is the thickness of the shell. The outer shell of the coconut. Then starting with the outlining of the coconut shell, outer part of the coconut shell. Again, with the same black line, you can just outline the coconut. And after you outline, start to darken all this. How to darken? So while darkening, not only use black, use brown as well. Okay, use brown color for darkening the parts. Then also mix yellow ochre for the lighter shade. But brown is compulsory. And you'll have to provide draw few darker shades, few lighter shades, shades only of brown and mixture of brown and black. Okay, you will use only the point brush for all these detailed works. And this part will be more dark. And draw lines. All these are textures that you can see in the outer part of the coconut, right? These are the texture, rough textures. And few regions I have made darker shade of brown and few are light. And now let it be okay. So let's complete the coconut first. Completely complete the coconut. So I still want my coconut inside the coconut has to be little more dark. So again I'll spread some more colors inside the coconut. Okay. Now it is okay, okay. So for me, I'll stop it here. Then it has to be still completed. So we'll come back to this later. So I'll touch on with the bottle container, salt container. Again, going with the black and blue color. And first outlining this bottle. You can also use a little bit shade of red. First going to outline this. Okay, then spread the color. On that this line, this line, darken all the lines. The cap can be more dark using blue color and black. Mixture of blue and black. Now using purple shade as well. yellow ochre, little bit. Going on to the ginger, quickly I'll darken that as well. The one portion, the bottom portion of the ginger will be darkest, and just creating a little bit of circle textures on it. And then moving on to the garlic. And to be more clear here, you can mix black with red and blue For the base shadow of the ginger can be more darker. And now darken this garlic again. Go with the black for outlining. If you're still working, take a picture and work. Once it is done, then again take another picture. To enhance these pictures, the each part you can just darken the base, the shadows. Then automatically your painting coconut or ginger or salt will also be enhanced. Now, last part to extend all this texture of coconut using very thin line. Have you observed the fibers of coconut in the outer cover of the coconut? Yes or no? So we'll just extend all those fibers now, okay, using point brush, very pointy brush, okay, and that is done by the outer part using 0.00 point brush. So what I'm going to do is just extend these lines, few lines, very thin lines, and it has to be very thin as possible. So if you are finding any difficult to draw this line using brush, go for the pen. Okay, try using pen, but always it is best to use paintbrush. So I tell you that you have to practice when you get the free time. Take your point size brush and keep drawing lines so that it will be easier for you to draw this kind of things. Okay, these are all the thin pointy lines which is referred to the fibers of the coconut outer shell. Few lines are very lengthy, few are short, few are bent, few are straight. It is also extending from the other side. Okay, here mixture of brown and black. Okay, these lines are the fibers. So if you find difficult, please use pen, blacking pen. Don't draw too much of lines. Too much is bad. Only few limited lines. It can be bent outwards as well, like outwards like this. Yeah, that's all the coconut. Just adding few more textures for the ginger. This is all in today's class. We learned still life painting using watercolor. I hope you are still working. If you have any doubts, just ask me. Thank you, Jaita. Thank you so much. Even I'm waiting to see all your works. Sadika, good work. Good work, Sadika. Nice. You can still darken the ginger and garlic, and also, if possible, correct the shape of salt container. Okay, you can take a picture of this drawing if you're still working so that I can end the class and send all the pictures in the group or send me personally. I'll reply to your messages. Okay. Shall I end the class now? Have you all taken the picture? Okay, I'll end the class. Hope you all have taken picture and hope you all enjoyed the class today. If you have any doubts, Let me know in any other means, Instagram or WhatsApp. Okay, I'll be available. Thank you so much for today's class. Bye bye, all.